Omagyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnava Muscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatham Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Please chant Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare
Cantando y bailando, las penas se van volando. So it's good saying, because it's a fact. When we dance and chant for Krishna, we forget all sorrows. Because Krishna is always joyful, isn't he? He's always happy. We are part of him. We always should be always happy. But because we are in material consciousness, we are suffering. So we have to get out of the material consciousness and become spiritual, Krishna conscious. Then we can be happy. Even in the middle of the problems and difficulties, still we can be happy. No? So, Lord Shiva is a great Vaishnava. In the Bhagavatam, he is called Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu. The best of all Vaishnavas is Shambhu, Lord Shiva. Why? Because he's always meditating on the Supreme Lord. He's always, you see his traditional posture is sitting in meditation, isn't it? So on who is meditating? On Lord Krishna and his different avatars, of course. But mainly on Krishna, on Sri Krishna, Radha Krishna. So Lord Shiva, he wanted to see baby Krishna, Bala Krishna. He went to Vrindavan, disguised himself as a sage, as a sadhu of Shiva. Shiva is sadhu. He had rudrakshas around his arm, ashes all over his body. And of course, the cobras were around his arms and neck. They would not leave his company. So he arrived at the house of Mother Yashoda, and he knocked on the door. She said, Do you want some food, some clothing, something? No, I just came to see your son. Please allow me to see your son, Krishna. She said, that's not possible, because all these cobras around their arm necks are very dangerous for my son. So I'm very sorry. Not possible. So she closed the door in his face. Lord Shiva was very sad. He went, sat under a tree, and he was fasting because he couldn't see his Lord Krishna. He was fasting. So when Mother Yashoda was gonna feed Krishna, Krishna will not eat. He was crying. So she asked her neighbors, gopis, what should I do? Krishna doesn't want to eat. And the gopis asked her, did any sadhu came to your home and you didn't please him? Maybe that happened. And she said, yes, that's what happened actually. Then you must bring the sadhu and I'll please him, then Krishna will eat. So they searched for the sadhu, they find him meditating under a tree, and they brought him to Mother Yashoda's home. Please come. See Krishna to your heart desire. But when he was 10 feet away from Krishna, stop there. Not too close, not too close. This cobras looks very fearful. So Shiva stopped there. He looked at his Lord. Krishna was smiling, happy to see his devotee. Shiva was happy to see his Lord, his Aradhya. And he offered prayers, beautiful prayers to Krishna. And after 10 minutes, Yashoda said, Darshan finished. You have to go now. Shiva was not totally satisfied. He was satisfied, but not totally. So he again went under a tree, fasting, meditating on Balakrishna. And Krishna will not eat again. So the gopis said, you have to bring the sadhu back and ask him how you can please him. So they have to bring the sadhu back. They didn't know he was Lord Shiva. They thought he was a devotee of Shiva. So they brought him back, and Mother Yashoda asked him, please, how can I satisfy you so you can bless my son Krishna to be healthy, wealthy, and wise? You know, there's an English saying, early to bed, early to rise makes the man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Very important saying, very good saying. So the sadhu, Lord Shiva said, oh, I'm planning to stay a few months, maybe 2-3 months around Brajamandala. And will please me very much if I come every morning early at your home and you wash the feet of your son and you give me the water. I will drink and put on my head. That will make me very happy, and I will bless your son to be always healthy and eat all his food. All right, okay, yes, whatever you say. So see how great devotee is Lord Shiva. He was, he wanted to have his head. I mean, he carried the Ganga Mata, the river Ganges, on his head, isn't? You see always the water coming from his hair. It's so powerfully keeping it there. But even more purifying, because this water from the Ganges came from the lotus feet of Vamanade. You know that last time when he asked for a boon, 3 steps of land, 3 steps only. Bali Maharaj said, why so little? Ask me for more. I want to give you more house, land, wife, gold, whatever you want, ask me. No, I don't want to be greedy Brahmin. I only want 3 steps of land to make a fire yagya for Lord Vishnu. That's all. All right, okay. Of course, his guru, Shukracharya, said, no, this is Vishnu in disguise. He's going to take away everything from me. Don't give him anything. But Bali Maharaj, he was great devotee also. He said, how can I follow this guru instruction? He's telling me not to surrender to the Lord. That goes against Bhakti, devotional service. So I can't obey him. So he rejected. the Guru, because he deviated from the path of devotional service. Well, so he took great risk, he took great risk because it is offense to reject Guru. But if the Guru is not following Bhakti, or preaching against Krishna or devotional service, they can you reject. What is this for? Eating? I mean, it's in the midair. Forget it, forget it. I don't think we'll do anything. If it was a closed room, maybe, but the open air, I don't need it personally. I'm not that cold. I'm going to Boise in 3 days. It's going to be 20 degrees there. Better start preparing from now. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So anyway, if you go to the temple of Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, the house, the palace where Krishna lived, Nandagaon, you will see that there is a temple of Lord Shiva at the entrance, and every day when they bathe Krishna, that water they take to the temple of Shiva and they bathe the Shiva Linga there with that water from Krishna's bath to fulfill Lord Shiva's desire. Do you know, have you been there? How many of you been to Nandagaon? Nandagram. You are very nice. Okay. So, not only Lord Shiva wanted to see baby Krishna, he also wanted to see the Rasa Lila, the dance of Krishna with the gopis. But Purnamasi Yogamaya told him, "Dear Lord Shiva, I want to please you, but you can't see the Krishna's dance with the gopis in a male body. No male is allowed. Only Krishna is the only male there. So if you take a female body as a gopi, then only you can see. Otherwise, not possible. I'm ready to do anything to see Krishna's beautiful dancing. What should I do?" She said, "Take a dip in the lake." What is the name of the lake? Would anybody remember? Huh? Bindu Sarovar, maybe? Maybe Bindu Sarovar, probably. Or Govinda Kund, near Govardhan. Anyway, he took a bath in the lake. No, Godavari is another river far away. It's not in Vrindavan. Godavari is in South India. Isn't? Godavari River is in South India, so it's not possible that he took bath there. It's bath in Vrindavan. Some kunda there, no? Anyway, the point is he took a shape of a gopi. And Purnamasi told him, hide in the bushes, and from there you look at the dance. Yeah? So Shiva was very happy. He looked like a young girl. And he was looking at Radha Krishna gopis dancing so heavenly, so beautifully, And he was in complete ecstasy. But then Krishna stopped the dancing. Krishna said, somebody who's not a gopi is around him. Please find him. He should not be here. So the gopis looked around and found the teenage girl. And immediately they start interrogating her. Who are you? What is your name? What is your father's name? Which village do you live? Who's your husband? She couldn't answer any of these questions. So they start slapping her, the gopis. Maybe you're a spy sent by Kamsa. Speak, tell the truth. Then Purnamasi came and pacified them. She said, no, she's under my protection. She's actually Mahadev, no, Lord Shiva. He wanted to see that. Then Krishna blessed him. He said, you can come every evening and stay at the door of the Rasa dance. Don't allow anybody who's not qualified to come in, but from there you can see. my dancing. So there is a temple of Lord Shiva in Vrindavan. What is the name of that temple? Who knows? Gopeshwar Mahadev. Gopeshwar Mahadev. What is the meaning of the name? He is a gopi and also is Ishwar. Both things. He's a gopi and Ishwar. Gopishwar. Gopeshwar. So in the evening they dress him with the sari and everything, nose ring and and everything, because he's getting ready to go to do his seva to Radha and Krishna. Listen? So in our tradition, Vaishnava tradition, there is a sampradaya of Lord Shiva coming from Rudra Sampradaya, and that sampradaya is Vaishnava Sampradaya. It's not impersonalist, it's Vaishnava. No? So Lord Shiva, being the greatest Vaishnava, he gives shelter to those who are in the mode of ignorance, because he is in charge of the mode of ignorance. He is not in ignorance, but he's in charge of the mode of ignorance. He's in charge of destruction of the whole universe. That powerful he is. No? The pseudo devotees of Shiva, they smoke ganja. Ganja is marijuana. And their argument is that, well, Lord Shiva drank poison, so what is the big deal, to smoke ganja? I will tell them, okay, first drink poison and don't die, then you can smoke. Then you can smoke ganja. Like pseudo devotees of Krishna, Sahaja, they want to imitate Krishna dancing with the girls, but first lift the Govardhan hill, like he did, then you can dance with the girls. You can't imitate the all-powerful. It's not possible. Lord Shiva, the Shiva Tattva is very complex, because he's not on the level of Krishna or Vishnu, and he's not the level of Brahma. He's above Brahma or us, of course. He's not a Jiva. Is a different category, Shiva Shakti. I mean, Lord Brahma have, when we come liberated, we have 78% of Krishna's qualities. Krishna has 64 qualities in full, and we have in very much minute quantity, 50 of those qualities, which means 78%. Lord Shiva has 55 of those quality, which is 84% of Krishna's quality. One of Shiva's quality is omniscient, destroyer of the world. Once in LA, I was giving lecture on what he said. I hear that Lord Shiva also smoked ganja, marijuana. So what is the problem if I smoke also? I told him, according to the Puranas, Shiva smoked ganja only in the day that he's going to destroy the world. Only that day. He becomes mad and destroys all the planets. And Prabhupada says in the Bhagavad Gita, those who smoke ganja, they are approaching death sooner. They're calling death closer to death. That's what is intoxicant. So, of course, there was a test done by the rishis about Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu to find out who's the three of them in the pure goodness. So they asked Bhrigu Muni, the son of Lord Brahma, to find out. They could not know for sure. So Bhrigu Muni, being the son of Brahma, went to Brahmalok to test his father. As soon as he saw his father, he just ignored him. When you see your father, you have to touch the feet, offer some nice word like that. But he just ignored his father, looked somewhere else, looked at him and laughed, ignoring him. So that was disrespectful. And Brahma became angry. His face became red hot. He was so angry. But with great effort, he could control his anger. Then Bhrigu Muni understood he's not fully in the goodness. He went to see Lord Shiva, his brother. Why we say his brother? Because Shiva was born from the eyebrows of Lord Brahma, isn't it? When Brahma became angry at his children, the Kumaras, because he was asking them to do tapasya to get married later on, they said they didn't want to get married. So he became angry at them. And out of that anger, from the middle of his eyebrow came Lord Shambhu Shiva. So although Shambhu appeared from the body of Brahma, he's superior to Brahma. He's higher than Brahma. So Bhrigu Muni went to see his brother Shiva. When you see your brother, you hug him. How are you? You know, how are you doing? Shiva came to embrace his brother, Bhrigu Muni, and Bhrigu Muni said, don't touch me. Don't come close to me. Your body is full of dust from the crematorium. You carry this garland of skeletons on your neck, and you have all these cobras around your arms and neck. And you have also followers who are all ghost, boot. So please don't come close to me. Don't touch me. I will be contaminated. Shiva became very angry. He took a trident and was gonna pierce Bhrigu with his trident. He was saved because of Parvati. Parvati said, no, this is your brother. He's joking with you. Don't take it seriously. I mean, please forgive him. You know. Then Shiva became pacified. You know. So then Bhrigu Muni understood those. I better go see Vishnu, how he will react. So when we went to see Vishnu, you know, in Svetadvip, you know, that's Dhruvalok, you know, when Milk Ocean is there. So he went there. And the Lord was lying on an Antashesh, and Lakshmiji was massaging his feet. And Bhrigu came without saying a single word. He kicked the Lord's chest. I mean, that's the heaviest, you know, thing, because mentally you may think something bad of somebody, but you may say word more hurting, and if you do harm physical, even worse. But because Bhrigu Muni was not intending to offend any of them, but he was testing because the rishis, the sages, asked him to do so. So he did that. And what was Vishnu's reaction? Immediately got up and asked Bhrigu Muni to sit down. He started massaging his foot. And he said, I hope that my hard chest doesn't hurt your soft foot. Let me massage it. Bhrigu Muni was, completely bewildered. He could not understand Vishnu's reaction. So he understood he's in the perfect mode of goodness. You know? Understand? So amongst the Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, only Vishnu can give moksha, liberation. And also Shiva depends on Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna for his protection. Because once Lord Shiva was worshipped by a demon, Asura. And the Asura wanted to see Shiva, but Shiva was not appearing. So the Asura was cutting flesh from his own body, throwing in the fire to force Shiva appear. But Shiva will not appear. Then the demon was going to chop off his head to throw it in the fire. And when he was at the point of doing that, Shiva appeared. Stop. What are you doing? Why you're torturing your body like this? You know, in the Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada said that those who torture their body, they disturb Lord Paramatma in the heart. He get disturbed. So nobody should do fasting for political purposes, only for a spiritual purpose. like that. Anyway, so, okay, I will give you whatever you want, but stop doing your nonsense. What do you want from me? Oh, okay. Are you gonna give me whatever I ask you? Yes, yes. Stop hurting yourself. Okay, I want you to give me the boon that whoever I touch his head will explode in 1,000 pieces. Shiva regretted offering it. But he already gave his word, so he could not go back. He was forced. Okay, I give you what you're asking. And what the Asura thought? Oh, Lord Shiva's wife, Gauri, is very beautiful. If I touch the head of Shiva, I can keep his wife for myself. Such a rascal, no? Demon. So he was after Shiva to touch his head, and Shiva was trying to save his life, running away. He went different planet, the demon after him. Finally, he arrived in Pole Star, Shwetadweep, and he prayed at the seashore of the Milk Ocean, Lord Vishnu, please protect me from this demon. And Vishnu appeared as a brahmachari and told Lord Shiva, don't worry, I will take care, hide, somewhere I will. So demon arrived searching for Shiva, and the brahmachari stopped him, said, I know your father. Your father's name is such and such. Oh, yes, how do you know my father? Oh, he's my good friend. Oh, really? Okay. Sit down, let's have a little talk. All right, the brahmachari told the Asura, the demon, do you know that the body is very important? You should take very nicely of the body. You should not get the body too tired. You should not, do that. Enjoy your body. Take it easy, Okay, you're right. You're very right. Yes. So tell me why you are chasing after Shiva? Oh, because he told the story. And the brahmachari was laughing. No. He didn't give you such a boon. He was just laughing at you. It's not real. He didn't give you any of these things. Just touch your head, see, nothing will happen. And the demon get bewildered by Vishnu Maya. He was an illusion. He was covered, his intelligence was covered. And he touched his head and exploded. And Vishnu told Shiva, please be more careful not to give kind of blessing to demons, to harm people. So today Shiva Ratri, also today is the night, Mahashiva represents the night of Shiva. It is said that Shiva do the dance today, the Tandava dance, and also he married today, this day, isn't? Is that correct? Parvati, he married Parvati. So it's very auspicious, The name Shiva means all auspicious. All auspicious. When Lord Chaitanya was performing his pastimes in Navadvip, he saw a devotee of Shiva chanting, Shiva Shambhu, Shiva Shambhu, Bholenath, Bholenath. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started to chant also Lord Shiva's name. And he was dancing along with this devotee. He also visited some Shiva temple when he traveled to South India. He visited some Shiva temple, offered respect there for his devotee, to say. Sadashiva appeared in Gaura Lila as Advaitacharya, Sadashiva. There are two Shivas, not one. One Shiva is named Sadashiva. That Sadashiva have Vaikuntha planet, is Vishnu Tattva. But when he entered the material world, he becomes Shiva because he's poured with the material energy. He accepts her as his wife. So there is a little transformation there. The Brahma Samhita gives the example when milk is touched by tamarind, acid tamarind, becomes current. The same way when Vishnu entered the material world to enjoy to become the husband of material energy, Durga, then he becomes Shiva. That's the tattva of Shiva tattva. So once in a while, Nanda Maharaj, the father of Krishna, and the inhabitants of Vrindavan wanted to celebrate Shiva Ratri. Usually Vaishnava they don't do, but sometimes they may do. So they were traveling to Ambika Kalna, but there is a temple of Lord Shiva there. And on the way, they slept the night, and one big snake came to swallow Nanda Maharaj. And he cried out, and they woke up, and they were with torch trying to burn the snake to release Nanda Maharaj. Only when Krishna came and touched with his foot the head of the snake, then became a demigod. Vidyadhar. So he made offense to sage, and that's why he became snake, and Krishna freed him in that way. So this happened in Mahashivaratri, this past time. All right. So I would like to hear from you. If you have any comment or question, please do. Yes. From Raghavapa. You don't have mic? I will repeat your question.
Lord Shiva has many names, Sundar, Shiva, Rudra, and Shambhu. What is the significance of these different names? Are there different expansions of Shiva?
Well, the question is that Shiva has many different names. Shiva, Shambhu, Rudra, like that. If they are different expansion of Shiva, like that. When I explained Shiva is in the spiritual world, is a Vishnu Tattva, no? Lord Shiva expand 11 Rudras to help him when he's gonna destroy the whole universe. So he does expand himself in 11 Rudras. That's in the 5th canto of the Bhagavatam, it is explained. And do you know that when Mahavishnu look at the material energy and impregnate the living entities in the womb of Mother Nature, that glance of Mahavishnu is called Shambhu. That's Lord Shiva. So in that sense, Lord Shiva, Shambhu, and Parvati Durga, they are mother, father of our living entities. The material bodies. Mahavishnu with his glance, the soul enter into the material energy. Please do. Wait a minute. Please.
You very well explained something which is considered one of the sect, Shaivism.
Yeah.
Sect which worships Shiva as the supreme form. But then you mention about another aspect of it is like it is a part of Vaishnavism, right? Which is considered followers of Vaishnava, right? Krishna.
Yeah. There is
at the same time, one thing I mean, people seem to have misconception of these are two different philosophies.
Yeah.
And then if those are not say different philosophies, those are coming from the Vaishnavas, right? In the 8th incarnation of Krishna, which is Ram,
yes.
he perceived something on
the seventh was Ram.
And he actually named that temple where he prayed to the Lord Shiva. That is what is told in Ramayana.
That's correct, yes.
So what is this? Whether it is Rameshwar is the Ishwar of, who is Ishwar of Rama, or whose Ishwar is Ram, is something like that. What is the meaning of it?
Since Lord Ram is playing the part of human being, Maryada Purushottam, he's playing the part of perfect human being. He's teaching that we shall offer respect to great personality like Lord Shiva. That doesn't mean that Shiva is superior to Lord Ram. Doesn't mean that. I mean, the Lord also enjoys worshiping his own devotees because they are very pure-hearted. So Lord Shiva is always meditating on the Lord, and the Lord is always meditating on his devotees. In the Bhagavatam, the Lord said that my devotees are always in my heart, and I'm always in the heart of my devotees, my pure devotees. So Shiva is a great pure devotee of the Lord, no? And it's natural for the Lord to love and worship his devotee also. But people, because they don't know the philosophy of Vaishnavism, they think that there is competition between Shiva and Vishnu or Ram or Krishna. They don't understand the loving relationship between Krishna and his pure devotees. No. I mean, it's a waste of time to say, no, Shiva is the supreme, no, Vishnu is the supreme. There is only one supreme. Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasava Britya. There is only one supreme controller, that's Krishna, and everyone else is a servant, including Shiva, Brahma, Durga, Ganesh, all of them, they are proud to be Krishna's servant. They're happy to be a servant of Krishna because Krishna is the highest truth, the supreme truth. He declared that in the Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhavam atta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajantima buddhabhava samambita. I am the origin of all the material and the spiritual world. Everything is coming from me. Everything means that also Shiva and Brahma and Ganesh and everything coming from Krishna. He's the origin of everyone. So that's the Shastra. It's not about what this person think or that person think. No, we follow what this Holy Scriptures say. And that's what the Holy Scriptures say. Is it? Yes. Please come closer so I can hear you. You're too far away.
My question is, you just mentioned, Maharaj, that Vishnu Tattva is part of Shiva Tattva.
No, there are two different tattvas. Shiva is a particular tattva. He's not on the same category of Vishnu, nor is on the same category of Jiva, or like Lord Brahma. He's superior to Jiva, but not on the same level of Vishnu. He's in between. Shiva Tattva is a different category. And he's always the same person. Brahma, in every creation, different person take the post of Brahma. But Shiva is always the same person.
So my question is, in Mayapur, there is a temple, half Shiva and half Vishnu.
Yes.
Not like
Yeah, I've seen this. I visited this temple.
So
Harihara. Yes.
So is that some people think that devotees just like normal devotee in this, like in this Prithvi, in this world, but Lord Shiva is so high, close to Vishnu, but that devotee and this devotee on the land is not same. So people say devotees he's not a normal devotee like.
He's above all of us, undoubtedly. He's above of Lord Brahma even, to say. He's above all. That's why he's called Mahadev. Mahadev is the greatest Dev. The greatest of all the Devas is Mahadev. But he's not on the same level of Vishnu or Krishna. The Srimad Bhagavatam said that only Vishnu can give liberation, moksha. Nor Brahma, nor Shiva. Only Vishnu can give. So that's the point. We have great respect and love for Lord Shiva. He's the greatest devotee. We need all his blessings, isn't it? But we should not get confused that there is no competition who's supreme, who's not. Shiva he's happy to be a great servant of Shiva, of Vishnu and Krishna. So there is no contradiction there. The contradiction when people misinterpret the things, you know, they give their own ideas, their own explanation. They think that Shiva and Vishnu are in competition between each other or something. Who's the supreme? They are not. Shiva's always happy, always sitting, meditating on the Lord. Who's his Lord? No, that's the point. I hope this answered. So when they say that Shiva is the supreme, that means Sadashiva. Sadashiva is in the spiritual world, has a Vaikuntha planet. That before entering the material world. So that Shiva is the same level as Vishnu. That this confusion come from there, I guess. No? Yes?
Did I hear you correctly that you said that Shiva bucks sport with material nature?
Sport with the material nature.
So what's the purpose for that sporting and how does he feel while he's sporting? Because that implies like winning and losing and playing around. That's a really cool position.
Sporting means he accepts her as his wife.
So what's that relationship then?
Wife and husband.
But
Eternally they are husband and wife.
so he's enjoying that position.
Yes, he's enjoying very much.
So he gets to come to the material world to enjoy it.
Yes, yes. But at the same time, he's a great yogi. He's detached, you know. He lives under a tree. Yeah? Once his wife, Parvati, told him, my dear husband, Lord Shiva, we now have two sons, two children, Ganesh and Kartikeya. Don't you think we should have a house, you know? Shiva said, why not? If you like, I can ask Vishwakarma to make a house. Yes, yes, please do. So I called Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma, make a very beautiful house made of gold. Yes, yes. And he made a big palace for Shiva and family. And he invited all these devatas and brahmanas for the inauguration of the house. And Shiva was giving charity to the brahmanas, you know, whatever they asked. And the last brahmana, before leaving the house, Shiva asked him, ask me anything you want. And the brahmana said, well, I like very much this house. Shiva saying, it is yours. Shiva went back again to meditate under the tree. So Shiva's very detached, you know, he's not attached, you know. And it's not like conditioned soul, we become attached to the material things. No, it's very much detached. You know. Yes.
Long before I started going to the temple and learning about Krishna, I had done some research on Vishnu, and I just want to ask, when I did the research, I would like do a scholastic scope and explain that Krishna was an incarnation of Vishnu.
Yes. Yes, yes. Generally speaking, people say or think that Krishna is the 8th avatar of Vishnu, isn't? If you read the Wikipedia or whatever, they may say that. But we follow the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam said, Etecham sakala pumsam Krishnas tu Bhagavan swayam. From all the avatars mentioned, Vishnu and all of them, Nrsimha, Vaman, Ramchandra, Krishna Swayam Bhagavan, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. The reason they say that, I will explain to you why. Because all the avatars who come to this world, avatar means who come from the spiritual world to the material world. That is the meaning of avatar. Not the movie Avatar. But Krishna comes only once every 1,000 yugas. So that happened in one day of Lord Brahma. If you multiply 4 yugas are how many millions? 4,320,000 years. That's 4 yugas. Multiply that by 1,000, that will be 1 day, 12 hours of Brahma. So Krishna comes to this material world once in a day of Brahma. Generally speaking, all other avatars who come more frequently, they are coming through Vishnu. So since Krishna came to the material world in Dwapara Yuga 5,000 years ago, the general understanding that he is an avatar of Vishnu. Understand? Because that's the general way that happens. But Krishna is the exception to that rule. He's the origin of all Vishnu. He's the supreme Vishnu. All Vishnu coming from him. The Brahma Samhita confirmed that. Ramadi Murtishu Kalam Yamena Tishtam Nana Avatara Makarot Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Beginning from Lord Rama, Adi means beginning with. All avatars who come to this world are originated from Krishna himself. So we read in the Vedas, first expansion of Krishna is Balaram. Then from Balaram come the quadruple expansion, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Ruddha, Pradyumna. The Sankarshan expand himself as Narayan of Vaikuntha. Narayan Vaikuntha has another quadruple expansion, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Ruddha, Pradyumna. And the second Sankarshan is called Mahasankarshan. And from him comes Vishnu, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakashai Vishnu, Shirodakashai Vishnu. So that means all are coming originally from Krishna, even Vishnu himself. I hope that answers you. You want to ask questions? Come closer if you want, so I can hear you. All of them what?
Expansions of each other.
Shiva and Brahma are expansion of Krishna. Vishnu is the original, is the maintainer. Brahma is the creator, Shiva is the destroyer. But Krishna is the origin of all of them. That's what the Bhagavad Gita says. Vishnu is in the same category of Krishna as God, the Supreme God. Shiva and Brahma are Guna-avatars. Guna-avatar means they are in charge of the mode of passion and the mode of ignorance. They are not in passion ignorance, they are pure devotees of the Lord. They are in charge of that. Creation needs passion. Destruction needs ignorance, but he's not controlled by ignorance, he controls ignorance. So, somebody asked me, what is the relation between the Hindu Trinity and the Christian Trinity? Have you heard this? The Christian Trinity is the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, isn't it? Once they asked Prabhupada, can you please explain the Christian Trinity? Prabhupada said, yes. The Father is the Supreme Lord, Krishna. The Son is his pure devotee, like Lord Jesus, other pure devotees. And the Holy Ghost is Paramatma, Krishna in the heart. Mystery resolved. Hare Krishna. Any bill? Yes, please.
You were talking about the concept of Mahadev.
Yes.
So the gopis usually have Madhurya Rasa.
Yes.
Rasa Krishna.
Correct.
Is Lord Shiva, is Gopi Mahadev tasting the same rasa?
He's also testing the same rasa, not on the same level, of course. He's not fully there. He's at the door, guarding the door. But from there, he's seeing all the dance going on and all the Madhurya rasa going on. And he is relishing, he's appreciating, he's loving it.
Does he have expansion, especially enjoying, say, Rasya Ras?
No. He's not on the same level as Krishna. He has expansion as 11 Rudra only to help him destroy the universe at the end of the world. He's happy with his wife, Parvati. He's satisfied with that. He doesn't look for other wives. Actually, once Shiva wanted to see the Mohini Murti. Krishna, when he killed the demon Rahu, he bewildered the demons by taking a form of a very beautiful lady, Mohini Murti. So, the pastime, all of them handed Mohini Murti the Amrit, the nectar of mortality. And so Shiva didn't see that. So he went to see Lord Vishnu, asked him, can I see your form as Mohini Murti? And Lord Vishnu said, are you sure you want to see that? You may get bewildered, no? Because imagine Vishnu taking form, very beautiful. Shiva said, no, I very much want to see this form. And when he saw the form, he was bewildered by the Yoga Maya, no, not Mahamaya, because the form of the Lord is not material, it's a spiritual. And he was chasing after her in front of his wife. So Shiva was defeated by the Yoga Maya of Lord Vishnu, and he was proud to have such a master so powerful that he himself was defeated by him. Hare Krishna. Yes?
Thank you for taking the question. I really like your wisdom. So, Krishna, Vishnu, Shiva, everybody has visited this planet at some point. Is that correct?
Who visited which planets?
This universe. Maybe this Earth.
Which planets?
Earth.
Earth planet. Yeah, they came to this planet. Shiva came to this planet.
Also, Krishna said it's Bhagavad Gita,
Dharmasya glani bhavati bharata abhyuttanama dharmasya tatmanam srijamyaham.
when we expect him to come back as
He will come back again at the end of Kali Yuga as Kalki Avatar. Because end of Kali Yuga is still much time ahead. 427,000 years. You have to wait a little bit.
this time is still good time.
The Lord appeared 500 years ago as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to broadcast the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. And he made a prophecy 500 years ago that this chanting of Hare Krishna will be heard in every town and village in the whole world. And Prabhupada made that prophecy true by coming and traveling over the world and teaching everybody to chant the holy names of Krishna. So that this avatar came only 500 years ago. Next avatar is Kalki avatar, 427,000 more years.
Lord, we think the current time is worse than the Krishna's that time. The time of the Krishna.
That was 5,000 years ago.
And current time is worse than that time.
So is the current time right now
Yes.
worse than when Krishna was here? That's what he's
Of course, much, much worse.
Like it's compared.
He came as Lord Chaitanya 500 years ago, just recently.
So he's saying that like now the current time is now.
Well, Lord Chaitanya brought the process for all Kali Yuga, not only for his time, but this process of chanting is for all Kali Yuga, for everyone. He's advising everyone in this fallen age, full of quarrel, hypocrisy, cheating, lying, violence, so many bad things. But the only good thing in this fallen age is just by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one can achieve all the spiritual perfection. That's the teaching of the scriptures, Shastra. And Lord Chaitanya brought this teachings. He showed by his own example how to do it. He had great opposition in his time, but he defeated all of his opposition philosophically. Even kings became his disciples. King Prataparudra of Orissa became his follower, his disciple. And the Guru also became his follower. He showed Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is from Satbhuja. 2 arms, Lord Ramchandra, 2 arms, Lord Krishna, and 2 arms like a sannyasi. Satbhuja form. So he proved to be Rama and Krishna. Have you heard about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Very good. Very good. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and taking part in this wonderful Krishna consciousness. Yeah, let's do Abhishek for Lord Shiva. Very good. Thank you. Jai Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.